I do not have a good warm fuzzy for this coming Tuesday, or however long it takes to count ballots when it usually takes, well, up until 2020, even 2016, where it took, a couple hours. Now it's going to take days and weeks. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't pass the sniff test, but whatever. I just asking questions here. Making a comment doesn't make sense. But going besides that, I just don't think that you should still go out and vote, obviously, and I did as well. Absentee, unfortunately, but hopefully Florida will go how Florida is going to go. I don't necessarily have a bad feeling about Florida. Rick Scott will probably win. Hopefully the congressman I chose, he was a Republican for the county I have to vote in, he'll make it. So there's hope for that. But again, we just don't know. Polls don't necessarily mean anything. Even if it showed Trump up 400% or whatever, that doesn't mean anything. It's just because how these polls go. They basically got to make sure because in the past I heard it was that they had to call on a landline. I've never been called for a poll ever, and nobody in my family's ever been called for a poll. So I don't know where they're getting these numbers. No idea. I'm not saying they're fake. I'm not even saying they're 100% accurate. I just don't know. And until I get more information, which I'll never get, I'm just not going to believe them. So it's good. You should get out and vote. Take 2 or 3 people with you, to go vote. Hopefully they vote properly and not stupidly. You know what I'm saying? But again, I just don't have a good warm fuzzy. And I felt the same way in 2016. When 2016 was going on, I was in a master's degree program. And they had Hillary up 90%, 95% chance to win, 98% chance to win. I was like, okay, whatever. So I just went on with my day, and that night, I think I told this story before, but I was in this an elective class, and the professor, she was pretty cool. She was a Texas Democrat, but she's like, oh, instead of doing class, we're going to go to the local watering hole, which is on campus, and we're going to watch the results come in. And once the results were coming in, it wasn't looking good for her at all. And she didn't really take it well. Bless her soul. Bless her heart. But, no, she didn't take it very easy. But, we weren't as divided as we were back 8 years ago. Now we're way worse. Way, way worse. And I've been thinking about this a lot. And, of course, if you've watched any of my videos, I think about, what could possibly happen if things go wrong and people get out of pocket. I'm still looking at you liberals, not necessarily my side. My side is probably just, take it. What if it goes the way I want it to? And you liberals start to lose your ever-living collective crap? I don't know. Hopefully you won't get crazy, but your track record doesn't necessarily show that a possibility, of course, because you liberals are insane. Always have been. But having said that, I just, it's not a black pill. I'm not black pilling here. I just have not a good feeling, not a good warm fuzzy. The cockles of my heart are cold or tepid. I don't know. You just don't know. And what are you going to do? Right now, I'm not in the country right now. I am somewhere in the Caribbean, we'll put it that way. And, we'll go here. Nothing's going to happen. It's just, they got their own issues here. But for the most part, it's relatively safe. Nothing crazy going to happen. But for you folks out there who were, looking at the doom scrolling, looking at the polls, probably thinking what I'm thinking. Are these liberals going to go crazy? I don't know. But life does go on, but I think this is it. That piece of human filth, Kamala Harris, will destroy the country. There's no doubt about it. And, you know, you're going to ask her, well, which way she's going to destroy it? Well, Peanut, Fred, the squirrel and the raccoon, that the government just busted down someone's door, swiped him up, and then frickin' killed him. Held these people at gunpoint, essentially, for 5 hours. And for what? Having a frickin' squirrel? And oh, by the way, murderers and rappellers in New York City are running rampant. Crime is out of control, but no. The squirrel and the raccoon need to go down. Go downtown. Because reasons. I find it funny that that, you know, that was the hot take of the moment of the federal government or the state government in New York. So we have to kill these animals because reasons. It was against the law. Okay. So is theft. So is stealing. But I don't see many people getting thrown in jail for that. Or their charges gets dismissed. Can't even talk. Yeah, so you see that happen. But we need those squirrel and the raccoon need to go downtown and 6 feet under an incinerator. Priorities are messed up, and that's the thing that will happen. You're going to see a lot more people's homes getting raided by the federal government because the cops, they don't care. They're looking for a paycheck. If they violate your rights, so what? They don't care. That's why they got qualified immunity. So they're going to get away with it anyways. But I can't remember what I was saying. You can only keep a man under the thumb or under the boot heel for so long until they strike back. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying that that's a possibility. And you see what the federal government does. They don't care. And and that's the thing is I detest violence. You shouldn't do this. Shouldn't do anything close to that. Don't go near the Capitol. Between now and ever, don't go. Don't go. Do not go. Because that'll give them carte blanche to go through your life and destroy it. So don't go there. Matter of fact, I'd probably stay offline. Or you can look online, but just don't post anything because the federal government wants to throw you in jail. They want to put us, conservatives and libertarians and disaffected liberals and disaffected centrists, into jail because we don't believe their bullshit political ideology. And that's the truth. And don't give them a reason to come after you. And don't give them a reason to come after your animals or your family for that matter. I've done my part. My wife has done her part. My son's done his part. My mom has done her part voting for Trump. There's that. It is what it is. I've done my part. I can only do so much. I know my father's done his part. His wife has done his part. Her part. His. All right. So I can only do what I can do. And that's really about it. And again, to sum this up, I don't have a good warm fuzzy feeling. If she gets in, we're hosed. This country is doomed. And even if Trump gets in, I think it's doomed anyways because the liberals aren't going to stand for it. They're going to go nuts. And our side, hopefully that doesn't happen because, well, I'll leave it like that. I just don't want our side to go ballistic or kinetic. I just don't want it to happen because I am too old for this crap. I don't want to man a foxhole on some road junction because liberals are trying to attack me, my family, and I'm not going to do that. Ridiculous. I'm just so tired of this crap. But this is the most important election of our lives. And stay frosty. Don't do anything rash. Just, if you notice anything funny or funky out there, make sure to report it. Make sure to alert the authorities if they're going to do anything anyways, which they probably won't. But just stay frosty and stay alert. Keep your head on a swivel. That's all I got to say.